What is up, everybody, and welcome back. It's been a while. Ready to be back in the sanctuary of satisfaction for this week's episode. It's not just life-changing, it's also lunch-changing. Today, I'm going to show you guys my flat iron steak, my grilled corn ribs, and then also going to show you guys a take on a cilantro lime rice. So this is like a copycat Chipotle. So stick around today. I'm TD. It's TD's Brew and Barbecue. And if you guys aren't down with the sexy chicken intro, dude, you guys are like, that's just got to be some of the coolest handiwork that I've ever done right there. So I'll have to tell you guys the story about the sexy chicken one day. The reason, that's the makelovetoyourmeat.com. You go to makelovetoyourmeat.com, you get the sexy chicken right there. So let's get started today. So I went to, when I run my route, I shop in, or not just shop, but I stock a lot of local butcher shops. Not just in my area, but in the area, surrounding area around about 100 or so mile radius. And so a lot of times I get to pick and choose a lot of steaks, a lot of cuts of meat that I would like to cook. However, it's the same things that most of my clients get when they're in these areas. So these are one of the reasons why I like to reach in and grab all the stuff that my local butcher shops and my local grocery stores are slinging, because that's what everybody else is cooking, right? So a couple days ago, I did my route and went to Carlsbad, New Mexico. And in Carlsbad, New Mexico, I stopped by Lakeside Meats. Lakeside Meats in Carlsbad, New Mexico is one of the first places to actually carry the TD's Brew and Barbecue line of products. So, and I picked up two of my favorite ones here. These are flat iron steaks. And I love a good flat iron because they're just fantastic. They do come from the chuck, so they are going to be great. These make great tacos, make great carne asada, all kinds of good shit like that. So speaking of good shit, Robbie, what's up, man? How's the good shit going today? The Braves are ahead, whooping that Philly ass.
They are beating them for right now. They may get a win today. Hey, you lost.
We got a win last night.
Well, they did, but you need 2 in a row against the Phillies to gain a game.
Yeah, well, here it is right here, dude. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. We're going to be like 8 games down now, right? Not 7, yep. Not 9. Hey, so cleaning up my thing here. What's that?
You lost your cell phone camera.
Oh, did we really? How did we do that? Maybe I didn't charge it. Oh, the temperature is too hot for the cell phone camera.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, how weird is that,
hot
right?
In New Mexico.
Yes, it is very hot. I'm putting it in the freezer. I'm going to put it next to... whatever. I'll put it in the freezer. So yeah, how weird is that, dude? That is crazy. It is too hot in the shade in my backyard for my cell phone camera to be on. So we will reassess that in just a moment here. So
it's probably because you were talking about the Braves and possibly getting 2 wins in a row. That would be a hot streak for them.
That is a hot streak. It is considered a hot streak. And one more, it would be 3. That would be a winning streak. One of the greatest quotes of any baseball movie of all time. It has been done before. People do it all the time. What movie is that from?
Hey, so I know you had a guest on a while back, and you guys are playing the Phillies today. You had a guest, I think it was May 15th, a Phillies damn fan. Since then, do you know what the Braves record is since you had that guest?
Dude, I don't even know if I want to know. I know that you've been keeping track of this. So now, you know what? Just give it to me. Give it to me. Pull the Band-Aid off and just give it to me.
They were 26-13 going into May 15th. Since then, they're 22-26 to make it 48-39.
Wait, so what were they before May 15th again?
26-13. So they're 48-39 right now, But since you brought that guest on, they've been 22 and 26, a losing record.
That is terrible.
With Chris Sale throwing fire.
He is. He still is. He still is. So when I do my flat irons, olive oil is fantastic. I've got to re-up on a few things here in the sanctuary. I don't have any olive oil in here at the moment. So I'm going to use my Wagyu beef tallow. I'm going to hit it on the side here. And I am almost out of the Carne Sutra right here. Let me make sure I got another bottle here. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble at the moment. I should have checked that and made sure I had one queued up. Am I going to have to do the walk of shame? I'm going to have to do the walk of shame and go inside. No, I'm not, because I just opened this brand new bottle of the Jalapeno Lime Carne Sutra, and that's what I'm going to hit these bad boys with today. Right now, the Jalapeno Lime Carne Sutra is one of the only products that I do not currently have in stock on the website. However, it is still available on Amazon at the moment. So definitely check that out. This is the jalapeno. This is the Jalapeno Lime Carne Sutra. You guys see that right there? How good does that Jalapeno Lime Carne Sutra look? Now, I'm going to show you guys a thing too. I always tell you guys, you want good distance between the meat and the rub, because you want it to sprinkle down and just fall down like beautiful little snowflakes onto that meat. Another thing is that you keep the moisture from the meat and whatever you're seasoning, you keep that moisture from entering into the bottle right here. So you don't want to introduce any excess moisture to your bottle, because then it causes everything to clump, causes everything to stick. So I'm going to flip them over, and I'm going to do the repeat to do the other side. Hit it with that Wagyu beef tallow. You can use duck fat. You can use olive oil. Olive oil is one of my personal favorites, because I think that's one of the ones you get the best crust with. Even the Wagyu beef tallow, it does do great, but I'm just saying that I think the best crust comes from an olive oil. And you know that's what I like, right? I build that crust. That's what we're here for, right? We're here to build that crust, build that crust, build that crust, keep the inside nice where we want it. These are going to be about a medium rare. We're going to try to get these up to about 140, about 140 or 145 or so, right about the time we cut into them, because these are going to have the texture and the consistency of like a flank steak. So you should be able to have a nice pull on the meat there through the different strands. So let's come over here. How's that? That look pretty good right there. And now you can see I do not under season my meat, but I also do not over season it. See, these do cook pretty fast. They have some nice thickness in the middle, but they are going to cook pretty fast, like almost everything here in the Sanctuary of Satisfaction does. All right, how does that look, dude? That looks pretty damn good, doesn't it, right here?
Stretch your meat out.
That steak. You can eat that steak. Just put that meat out. Let me slap you with it. So, all right, put those down, and let's roll these up and move them to the side right now. I'm gonna get them a little closer together, and all I'm gonna do is just let that Carne Sutra do its thing and sweat into that meat. We want the Carne Sutra to sweat in there. Notice I did not use a marinade or anything, because you don't always have to use it, because the Carne Sutra is a one-stop shop. It does its thing. It does its thing. And it is not only, man, I have to say, if people always ask me what my best product is, I usually hit them with the Carne Sutra. If they're asking for a sauce, I usually go with the OG sauce or the Southern mustard, but definitely the Carne Sutra is where it's at. So if you guys are watching right now, let me know what your favorite rub is. Tell me your favorite rub. Tell me what rub you would have put on this flat iron steak here today. And then let's get over here, and I'm going to show you guys how to make a quick cilantro lime rice. This is going to be just like you have at like Chipotle. This is my version of the cilantro lime rice from Chipotle. So what I have here is I actually only have about, I think it prepares 3 cups. It's only 1 cup of rice and then it's cooked. So what you're going to do is this is a jasmine rice, because that's what Chipotle uses. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to juice some limes in here. Well, that just a big chunk of lime right there just fell into that rice. So I'm going to juice a couple of my lime wedges here to get me enough lime that I think I'm going to need for my cilantro lime rice. I like a lot of lime. All right. I like mine to be a little limey. And then, of course, dude, it's cilantro because, dude, cilantro and lime. You make me a bathtub with cilantro lime, I will cold tank that shit. Speaking of cold plunge, Robbie, you've been doing cold plunges, right?
I've been doing cold plunges almost every day.
Nice. Really? So that's pretty badass. So real quick here, I'm going to grab some cilantro, like a nice little hefty handful here. Feel free to use as much cilantro as you like. Now, you can also use Quickie rice for this. Not a problem. I do this all the time with Quickie rice. And if you're talking about Quickie rice, that's the minute rice, right? 2-pump chump rice, that kind of rice. All right. You're only going to get maybe 5 minutes out of.
So
or 5 minutes too long.
You got Nick and Jay with griddles and vittles on here asking, what's up?
What's going on, guys? How's it going? I haven't heard from them in a while. Hope they're doing well. So we got the, real quick here, I'm just going to fluff this rice. Now, this rice was on the stove. Best thing to do is if you want to add a little bit of butter, add a little bit of butter whenever you start to cook the rice. So you're going to boil the water, add the butter, start cooking the rice. And then the other secret is at that moment, add a little bit of the jalapeno lime carne sutra or the spicy carne sutra or the carne sutra, whichever carne sutra tickles your fancy. And you're going to come up with a really nice cilantro lime rice. This one's a little sticky right now because I should have added a little bit more butter, but I am going to add a little bit more of the jalapeno lime carne sutra to my rice just to have a little bit more seasoning in there. And then I'm probably going to, let me grab some more limes because I need another lime wedge or so in there. And trust me, you can almost not get too much lime in your cilantro lime rice. And this is one of my favorite things. Like I said, the Quickie rice, I do this all the time. As long as you got cilantro, lime, carne sutra, you can make this cilantro lime carne sutra rice. And let me show you guys how freaking awesome this looks. Look right in the camera. Look right there. Look at that cilantro lime rice. Do you like cilantro lime rice? Like when you go to Chipotle, is the cilantro lime rice what you get? Look at that. Oh, kind of sticking together. But you see that? You see all that cilantro in there? You can see the garlic and everything from the carne sutra as well. All right, so let's cover this back up. Make sure we're doing pretty good here. Let me taste it.
So Bart said three chili.
That's it.
Bart said 3 chili cilantro is fast becoming his favorite.
Oh, there you go, man. And another thing too with rice, 3 chili cilantro is another fantastic seasoning that you can do with your rice. Another thing that I've been experimenting with lately, and it's kind of funny because I did have that. I think the other day I grilled up some chicken and I used some 3 chili cilantro on it. Now that Bart's brought that up. And I used some 3 chili cilantro on it. And then I also made, oh shit, man, no, I forgot. I used the 3 chili cilantro on the chicken. And then I had a cilantro lime rice that we whooped up. And then some grilled veggies, some asparagus, some carrots. I basically made the cilantro lime rice bowls. Go back and check that video out. The orange chicken rice bowls, that's basically what I made. But I had chicken in it. And then when I went to reheat it, I put about a tablespoon of the spicy lemon pesto in there and mixed it up with the rice and everything as it was heated up, like as a meal prep. Oh my God, dude, I've been sleeping on that. The spicy lemon pesto in some rice is phenomenal. So you just got to try that one too. All righty. So let's get down on these corn ribs here. And I think I just went out of order because I probably should have done the corn ribs first. My bad. Should have looked at my script. Gonna may have to call in a reliever in the ninth here. All right. So 4th of July just happened. How was everybody's 4th of July? Everybody have a good 4th? Did you, Robbie, have a good 4th?
Oh, dude, I slept through that stuff. I had some of that Kool-Aid. You know what I'm talking about.
So you slept through the whole 4th of July, huh?
Yeah, I had to get up at 3 the next morning to be in. So
yeah, so you miss all the nighttime stuff, huh? So I was gonna do all 4 of these corn on the cobs, but I think I'm just gonna do 2 of them real quick, just so that way it's a little less at the moment. For me, I'll probably put them back on a little bit later here. So what I did, I just peel off all the husks and the silk, as much of the silk as you can. I know silk is kind of it is a fickle beast. It is a fickle beast in the corn world, right? So let's check it out. Corn star. All right. That's what you say when you are shucking corn, because you're a corn star. And that's not, don't be hating. All right. So here we go. This is one of the best parts of the corn ribs. Is what I do is you know, we always do the elote here. So this is the corn ribs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my corn in half. This isn't something that's new. This is something that social media has been doing for quite a while now. Vegetarian ribs, corn ribs, stuff like that. So whatever you want to call it, that's what we're going to call it today, is just corn ribs. And then what you do is you're going to quarter your cobbs, and make sure that you use a really strong knife to get through there. There we go. And you don't smash your fingers. All right. There you go. So you cut your corn cob in half, and then now we're going to split it in half again. So you see this? Now we have basically little corn ribs. Or I can't remember what other. Speaking of, was it the Egyptian cowboy? The Egyptian cowboy. I think this was something that he did on Barbecue Showdown recently. Have you been watching that? You've been watching Barbecue Showdown, Bobby or Robbie?
Yeah, Barbecue Showdown season 3, I think, just started on Netflix. So
yes, sir.
And I haven't finished it, but I have watched a few episodes. So I have no idea who the winner is. If anybody's out there and they've watched, I hope they don't blow it for us.
Yeah, don't be saying the winner. Don't be saying the winner, because I have finished it. I finished the wife and I finished it last night. Very, very, very good season. Dude, solid season, man, compared to the previous seasons, which they were all good. But this season, man, I thought this season was probably one of the best. Well, there's only been 3, but this one was one of the best. So here we go. So we got enough corn ribs here, man. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do another one here. So we're going to cut that in half, and then we're going to make sure that we cut it in half again. Now, what I like to do is at least get somewhat down into the cob on the side, and then make sure that you follow that line to cut it in half, just like that. And you are going to make a little bit of a mess, but there's not a lot of prep that isn't. So, dude, these things get kind of tough sometimes. So make sure you have a big knife, big sharp knife. Not like this one. That's not sharp today. So I should have sharpened it.
So
we will sharpen it before I slice that steak, though.
I do like that show. I hope they continue it. I hope, there's a season 4.
Yeah, dude, that would be badass. I hope so too, man. It looks like their budget and their filming and their everything is getting a little further down the line than it was the previous 2 seasons. So it looks like they're getting some like a good budget or something. So I don't know. So if any of you guys follow any of the other guys on that were on season 3 or even season 2. Or season 1, I had the pleasure of interviewing Ashley Thompson on my podcast that I had a few years ago with Mad Moose Barbecue on my YouTube channel. So you can go back and check those out. We interviewed Ashley Thompson pretty much right after the show came out. We were like one of the first interviews. So you guys got to check that one out. And then I do know Eduardo from season 2. So I do know him. 187 Barbecue. I know Eduardo. All right. So here we go. Now let's get these corn ribs ready to go on the smoker. Many different ways. Get creative. These are just like wings. You can pretty much do whatever you want on these corn ribs. So again, olive oil, beef fat, bacon fat is always one of my personal favorites to use when grilling up corn. It doesn't matter. I just get enough of it on there, but bacon fat is always a fantastic way to get some fat on that corn to get it grilled up. So And I did notice too in season 3, they did tend to the contestants kind of more got to use different things. Like you can kind of see that like they're using ovens and the stove and stuff as well. They're utilizing the kitchen more than they were. I kind of figured this year would be more like all about the trench, but it wasn't. So anyways, let's go here. 3 chili cilantro. Thanks, Bart, for the recommendation just a moment ago. This is usually what I like to put on my corn ribs. Sweet barbecue love, another fantastic one. You can treat these just like you would a rib, and you can smoke them, you can grill them, you can load them up. You can another one is good. Sweet barbecue love and the smoked chili salt. You can do those and then grill them up. However, if you use a sweet barbecue love, I highly recommend basting them with a little bit of barbecue sauce as they finish up, and they're fantastic. Because I promise, if you're not putting barbecue sauce on your corn, then you're missing out. Like, it's good, especially the southern mustard. That's my favorite on corn when I do it. Otherwise, it's elote. All right, so let's check this out. See these bad boys right here? Let's look at this. Corn ribs. See, and these haven't even been cooked. Look at that. 3 chili cilantro all over those bad boys. Or what do they call it? Rattlesnake tails was something I heard somebody else call them. All right, so we are sitting. We got the Kettle Joe rocking right at about 500 degrees. Let me move my camera since my cell phone decided to take the day off today from filming. It is pretty. And we're back. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Boom. Whoops.
Nice light. Nice lighting up there.
Yeah. Get right there. How's that? Looking pretty good right there. Sorry about that, guys. If my camera sees that it has a big jolt, then it thinks that you dropped it and it shuts down. So I apologize for that. We will get that fixed. Oh, hold on. You're not even on the right camera. Thanks for letting me know, Robbie. Oh, you said, oh, there you go. See, look at that. Now there's the kettle.
Look at that.
Raggedy ass Kettle Joe. Guys, Kettle Joe, I need a new grill. So let's see here. We're going to get these corn ribs on real quick. They're not going to take very long, but what I want to do is I do want to smoke them a little bit. So I do have my wood chunk here. This is a cherry wood chunk. Reason I'm using cherry today, no specific reason other than the fact that it's the only wood that I have at the moment. I do like the cherry. I do like the Jealous Devil whiskey chunks, which that's what this is a Jealous Devil chunk. Oh, man.
Right. Oh, dude.
I knew this was going to happen today, dude. I woke up dropping everything, dude. It was just one of those days. Like my hand-eye coordination was just off. It's been the 4th of July. At least I have all my hands. At least I have all my fingers. Let's take a moment of silence for all the dudes out there who lost a finger this year.
Dude, that is nothing. You didn't hear about the guy in Hobbs?
No.
Somebody in Hobbs
was
killed
Go ahead.
on 4th of July in a fireworks accident.
Wait, was this wasn't the guy that this wasn't the dude that put the fireworks on his head or some shit, right? And then he lit it and
I do not know. All I know is there was a death, you know.
Man, it's too sad, dude. Too sad. Don't do stupid shit, kids. All right. So I'm going to put this on a little faster than normal. So what I'm going to do is my corn ribs or my rattlesnake tails, we're just going to put them over here right on the fire. Now this is going to be an indirect side. This is my direct side, my indirect side. My indirect side, hot as fuck right now. My indirect side, very nice. So what we got, whoo, I'm going to have to move over here. So let's get these corn ribs going. What we want is we want to get them a little bit of smoke. We want to get them a little bit more of that flavor from the grill. And then we're going to start flipping them and get them over to the hot side to get that char that we like on our corn.
So everybody,
no, I did not hear about that, man, but I feel bad for whoever, anybody who lost somebody over the weekend or any other day within the past week. It is sad. But like, I mean, stupid things like that do happen. That's where we got to eliminate them. But anyways, let's keep going. What's the score on the Braves game?
5-0. So everybody at home, what do you guys cook on? Yeah, still. What, did you expect them to have an explosion or something?
Nope. What are you asking again? Sorry, I was reading this comment that's in here.
Oh, the one.
That's all right. We won't even. Yeah, we're not going to acknowledge it right now. So, what were you saying?
I was saying the Braves have used up all their runs for the game, so
No. Yeah, probably so far. We already had 3 homers, so let's see here. So we're at 400 degrees. You guys see how good these ribs are, or these corn ribs are smoking now? You guys see all that smoke coming right there? I'm going to get ready, and what we're going to do is they're not going to take too long. Like I said, I should be doing the cilantro lime rice at this time, but I went out of order. My fault on this. Yep, I should have prepped the corn ribs after I did the steak and then placed them on the grill and then made the cilantro lime rice. So I apologize, everybody. I went out of order. I went out of order today. So we're going to have a few minutes of extra time to kind of chit chat on a few things while these corn ribs or rattlesnake tails are rocking and rolling. Today I'm going to make them like elote. So if you want to put barbecue sauce on them, go ahead and put barbecue sauce on them and treat them however you would like to treat them. But today we're doing elote. That's what the wife asked for. So that's what we got. We got cilantro lime rice. We got cilantro lime rice, and we got flat iron steaks, and then we have our corn ribs. So let's see here. Now that my phone is pretty much an ice cube, let's go ahead and enter the studio from this side. There we go. Now you can see how cold it is. It has fogged up the lens or the screen on it here. So there we go. Look how nice that is now. This phone is a block of ice. So, hey, what's up, Rod? How's it going? Thanks for joining again, Rod. We got these steaks here that we're just getting ready to throw on. And those corn ribs, they're getting some good smoke on them at the moment. It's going to be good. And I know it's probably only been a couple minutes, but they don't need a ton. We're just trying, because this grill is already at 450 degrees anyways. So they're going to cook pretty hot, pretty fast. And then when we move them over, then we're really going to get that char on it. I keep looking for something, and I can't remember what it is, but I know exactly what it is now. It is my tongs. I need my tongs. All right. So a little bit of smoke on there. Not doing too bad. I'm going to flip them over just so that way. Yeah. See, they're doing great. So we're going to get some, not really char, but we're going to get heat on the bottom. So it's going to kind of cook it from the bottom instead of actually just cooking on the kernels themselves first. So we're doing good. These are really hot. And here we go. There we go. All right. So you're going to dry out the bottom here. They're going to kind of turn up into some little, they're not going to stay straight. They're going to kind of curl up on us. And then here we go. We're going to prep this grate here for our steaks. And I want my steaks to be pretty much right next to that fire on this charcoal here. So I got my charcoal in there. Yeah, damn, that is hot. I bet you that's probably about 650 degrees right there at the bottom. And that's right where we're about to put our steaks. We are going to listen to the sound when we put that meat down today. So as far as everything else that's happened over the past week, Robbie, fill me in on something, man. We've got a few minutes to spare that we didn't write into our script today.
So you ready for football? I think teams are supposed to start reporting in like the next week to week and a half.
Oh yeah, that is, dude. That is great, man. That is good to hear. I think I'm gonna. I need to get ready so I can paint my nails. So for football season, I don't know if I think I might go with blue and orange to kick off the season. Maybe like one blue, one orange. Like I think alternate them. What do you think?
I think alternate. I think you'd look good with that.
Yeah, you think you'd like that's what I do. I'm like paint your nails for Caleb. Like that's going to be my thing. Like, dude, so, okay, do you know why he does that?
I don't even want to go that way.
No. He does that because apparently his mom is a nail stylist. And so for as long as he can remember, she's done his nails. Just like manicures and stuff. And then he started getting them painted. So, I mean, I guess if you're going to get a manicure, it's not that going to be that much different, right? And just getting it painted. But anyways, Gene, my dude, what's up, man? He joined us here. So rocking at 400 right now, getting those ribs, getting some nice smoke. We want the bottoms to have some color before we start charring up the top. So let's keep this open for now. This is really, really, really hot. And we're starting to get some tenderness in our corn ribs. You can see the tenderness when you push on it. You'll see it kind of flex down, and you can feel it in the corn and the corn kernel to be soft. So you can start. What you're doing is you're just cooking it, and then we're going to char it. So let's get our steaks. Hasty shit, that is hot. So let's get our steaks over here.
So during football,
and get these ready to go.
During football, is this what you're going to hashtag right here? Paint my nails for Caleb.
It was hashtag do it for Caleb. Hashtag do it for Caleb.
Do it.
Do it for Caleb. Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, whatever. Do whatever tickles your fancy, as long as you're not hurting anybody else. It shouldn't bother anybody. So it's kind of like I do have some friends that are not fans of the chop. Like they always ask to stop doing the chop because it is offensive. And to me, honestly, it's not. So you do you. It's not hurting anybody. So here we go. Let's get these beautiful, beautiful flat iron steaks. Now, can you see that? Is it better in the sun? Oh, let's see. I'm going to drop it there. Is it better in the sun?
Yeah.
Or is it better in the shade where you can see it?
No, in the sun.
In the sun right here? Okay. So we got this beautiful flat iron steak here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right here on the coals, hot and fast. Now, this is the lowest spot of my Kettle Joe. Depending on whatever grill you have, you can do that, but you want to be close to a high heat sear. Listen to the sound when you put that meat down.
Oh, damn.
You hear that?
I hear that,
like
but I'm also reading comments. Gene he's going off on you, dude.
Yeah, that's what Gene does. What is he saying?
I owe you a call back. My bad, bro. Been a crazy week. Let me know when the polish is dry so I don't mess up your nails when you're having to pick up the phone.
Right, Gene. Thank you, Gene. I will. I'll let you know when the polish is dry. I will, for sure, man. Oh, that's a pretty good one. What else do we shit, Gene? That's all right, man. I know you're busy, dude. Just give me a call whenever, man. Yeah, so let me think, trying to think of what else I was going to say here. Oh, so this is one thing that we haven't been able to talk, that we forgot to talk about the last time. And then, of course, I've been kind of gone doing, not really doing a lot of other stuff, but doing work stuff. So anyways, what I'm going to say is so I've been driving my Chevelle. Some of you guys might have already seen that I have. And so I got it back. Listen to the sound when you put that meat down. We're going to leave these bad boys here for just a minute. But yeah, so we got to chat about that for a minute, man. So it's been pretty badass. I've had my car for a couple weeks. and it's been pretty sick. Uh-oh, did we lose something here? Or no?
No, we're here.
Okay. It looked like it froze for a second. So I'm going to close this for just a minute here and let it get hot. Let it keep smoking there, and then we'll flip those flat irons here in just a moment. But yeah, dude, got my car. Got to cruise around on the 4th of July. Took my wife for a cruise. It was pretty cool. She doesn't usually get to cruise with me or cruise very much with me because I normally just drive it in the mornings to the gym and back, and then I do some orders and stuff. But I've been rotating my truck into the mix. It needed some love too. So yeah, you know what? I'm going to leave this open because I am not getting the heat that I want. Oh yeah, we are hot, but I am not getting the heat that I want coming through there.
I thought I saw your truck at the post office the other day.
You did? Yeah, and I saw you, remember?
Oh yeah. They give you a pass to the back. They give you a pass to come to the back dock?
Yeah. Yeah,
Nice.
The boss did years ago.
Nice.
Years ago. So this freaking thing. I'm tired of this. It's not. Yeah, there we go. Come on. I'm going to drop these steaks in here, and they're going to end up being caveman style if I'm not careful. All right. So here we go. We're going to build that crust. Come on. Shit, man. We still ain't getting hot enough. This charcoal is some good charcoal. It is really good. If you are familiar with the Good Charcoal Company, they make a fantastic product, especially if you like a lot of low and slow. Today, I'm using it today, and it does take some time to get hot, but once it gets hot, holy shit, is it freaking awesome. But you got to get it hot, and if you don't get it hot, then you definitely have some issues. Holy shit, it's hot. See here? Now we're really cooking.
Oh, your fingernails are probably dry now.
Yeah, they are. Gene, they're dry. So yeah, from that heat there, they're definitely dry. So let me put these back on here, get this in here, and finish up these flat iron steaks. I would like to, oh, damn it. Quit falling out. There we go. Got it. All right. One day I will have some new shit. So now I'm going to rotate my corn again the other way. That way we're going to get the kernels are going to start getting some color now. Woo, getting that smoke now. Damn, that's hot. Yeah, there we go. And I should be hotter. It's searing. We just lost a lot of temp a minute ago. I should have busted out my hair dryer down at the bottom to get the temp going. That's what I had to do earlier to get the temp up.
Fingernail polish, hair dryer. What's next?
Yeah, dude, we're freaking rocking today. Yep, I don't know, man, but we are rocking today. So as soon as I can get some char building up on these steaks.
Bart says fingernail polish and panties. Alcohol removes both.
Yep, there you go. That's a good one. That's a good one, man. So Robbie, what was there was something else we said that we were going to talk about. Oh, speaking of, dude, there's a show on Amazon Prime called The Boys. Have you guys watched that? Have you watched that yet?
Oh, I've been watching that.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, such a great show, right? Like if you're into anti-superhero agenda, dude, it's like such the best one, dude. I love it, dude. So I didn't realize it was based off of graphic novels, like comic book stuff. So yeah, until recently. So that's pretty cool. But that's what I'm saying, man. Like such a great show. If you haven't watched it, watch it. There's like 4 seasons of it. But I've been watching it, but we need some movies to come out, man. Anybody got any good shows or anything like that they're watching? Like I said, man, I should have I kind of went out of my norm here and would have went a different way. But yeah, see, we're about 120. But I definitely don't have the crust that I want, which is really, really disappointing in me. I mean, yeah, like that's definitely not how I was expecting this to go. So let's get our corn here.
Gene said to get a fireboard.
Yeah, well, yeah, go ahead. Send me a $400 fireboard, dude. All right. The fireboard isn't going to help with the heat of the coals. So let's see here. I'm going to check it here. Oh, dude, like I said, we're only like about 110. Yeah, this one's a little higher, but that's all right. We're going to have one that's going to be a little higher temp and one that's going to be closer to medium rare.
6-0. Your boys just hit another home run.
Ozuna?
No, hold on.
Oh, come on. You're going to come at me with stats and you're not going to give me the names.
White.
Oh, that's the new dude.
Eli.
That's our replacement.
Eli White.
Eli White. Yeah, he's one of our replacement players. All right, come on. I wish I could get some freaking heat in here, which I have some heat in here, man. It's hot, but it definitely ain't searing these steaks enough yet. Maybe it's because I'm too far away. I don't know, but I'm usually where I'm at when I do sear it. But
so you were asking about shows. So Gene says he watches a show, Real House Husbands of New Mexico, all about nails, hair dryers, and sassy cooking. Great show.
Yeah, awesome. That's great, man. Thanks for joining, Gene. I appreciate it. Maybe one day we'll have you on as a guest.
Hey, I've been watching Mayor of Kingston.
Mayor of Kingston? What is that?
Kingston. It's like a damn prison show where an ex-con is basically says he's the mayor of the town.
Oh, really?
Three seasons, and I just went through 2 of them.
Oh, yeah? Wow. Man, that's nice. So, okay. So I got one better for you then, if that's the case. I got a better one for you. Banshee. Banshee's a few years old. But the guy who plays Homelander in The Boys is Lucas Hood. And he gets out of jail, and then he assumes the position of sheriff in the town, dude, which is so awesome, man. And the crazy thing is, like, the town is ran by like this Amish mafia guy, dude. It sounds crazy, but it's badass. Yeah,
I binge watched that a few years ago. That is a good show.
Yep. That was one. My wife and I watched that every week coming out, and they canceled it. We were like, no, it was too good, man. It was just too good. So yeah, but badass. But yeah, it's so crazy to see him as another character other than Homelander now, because it's so weird. He is such a great Homelander. So I kind of believe that like The Boys is exactly what it would be like if superheroes were actually real. They would start abusing their powers at some point. And that's kind of how I feel like it would go down. All right, we're going to keep flipping these guys. Now I've kind of rotated my grates and everything to try to build up some more crust on here. I'm definitely getting a lot hotter down in my fire, which is what I wanted. My fault again, guys. My fire management skills took a hit today. I've been watching everybody else cook on Barbecue Showdown, and yeah, my fire management skills took a hit today. Okay, it's not even what is it? Day 1, day 2, day 3. We're not even on those days yet. All right, so let's take a peek at these corn ribs. So you can see here, not really hot, but hot enough. Rattlesnake tails, corn ribs, whatever you want to call it. You can tell. See here, see how they've been. They work out pretty great. They come out just like a nice, really good piece of corn on the cob. Hell yeah. Now we're cooking here. Not quite. We're getting hot enough. I really wanted them to sear. See, that's one thing that happens when you go from a gas grill to a freaking charcoal grill all the time, is that you gotta go back and forth for your fire management. And like I said, the charcoal just isn't getting as hot as I wanted it to. So maybe next time I do this recipe, I'll have to do a hotter burning charcoal right now. Like I said, this is great charcoal. It just doesn't get as hot as I like. But it does take quite a long time to get hot. It does burn very clean. It does burn very clean. And the other thing is that they use this company to give back to the communities. So it's pretty, they do some really good shit with it. There we go. Now you guys hear that sizzle? Yeah. Hell yeah. Let me start checking temps again here. In the fatter part. Yeah, we're about 140. About 140 there. So we're doing all right. We're a little higher than we want, but that's all right. These flat irons really like to coagulate. A little more than I would prefer, but we're definitely going to get them going. All right, let's get these ribs, these corn ribs, over here into a bowl so I can get them ready while my steaks are finishing up over here. I'm going to use my plate. And I'll be right over here. So I plan on real quick too. Today is the last day for the 4th of July sale on the website. So if you are looking to re-up on any products, hit the website right now. Everything is in stock. The only thing that I do not have in stock is the Jalapeno Lime Carne Sutra right now, and the bacon washed bourbon. But if you decide that you want to check out the website, everything else is in stock. We just made a fresh batch of the bacon wash, sorry. So we do have pretty much everything in stock. So check out the website. Get to tdsbrewandbarbecue.com. Man, I really fucked up my own promo here, didn't I? Get to tdsbrewandbarbecue.com and check out our promo for the week. It's 10% off for the 4th of July. So this is the last day. So make sure you get there and get it all figured out. Robbie, you want to go to that other camera real quick? So I can show you guys how we're gonna set up our corn ribs here. Are you there, Robbie? Hello? I can't. Anybody hear me? Did we lose it? I can hear myself. Hello? Robbie, can you hear
I
me?
don't know if you can hear me. All I hear is mumbling.
No, dude, I can't hear you at all. So, all right, go to that other camera. Hello? Oh, I know what happened.
Ashley can hear you. I hear you, but it comes through muffled. It's almost like I'm listening to the debate the other night.
How's that? Better? Is that better, Robbie? Okay. Well, everybody can apparently hear us, but we can't hear each other again. What a bunch of bullshit. Anyways, let me flip these steaks one more time. There we go. Now we're building a really good crust on these steaks. Speaking of, when I say a really good crust, that's a really good crust. See what I mean? And look at that. So, yeah, Robbie can't hear me, which this is just ridiculous. I don't understand why this happens, but whatever. Let's keep going. Let me see here. Go to, there we go. That's what I wanted. I wanted to go to that screen. So let's see here. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack these bad boys up into like a pyramid. And we are going to make an elote tower with these bad boys.
Gene, I tried the cup and string thing, but somebody cut the string.
Ah, dude, who cut the string? All right, here we go.
Look at that presentation right there.
Okay, it's
Those
a little small.
rattlesnake tails.
Yeah, these little rattlesnake tails. How good do they look, right? They look pretty bomb. All right, let me get them centered on there. All right, here we go. This is how we're going to do these. So first thing I'm going to do, some Mexican crema. And we're going to drizzle it right on the top. I'm going to put a little extra on the side here because we need it in case we want to dip it. And those steaks should be pretty close to coming off any moment. Here we go. We got crema. And then I got some diced red onion that we're going to put on here. We're going to make sure we spread it out evenly. That way we get it. We're going to leave some in our tray here so everybody can pick it up. The ones underneath may not get it all. And then now I have some queso fresco. So you can use queso fresco or cojita cheese. Take your pick. Queso fresco is not as salty as cojita is. So you can do that. And then here we go. We're going to pile on a little bit of green onions just for some more presentation here. So we got green onions. And I did. Let me grab my cilantro. I knew I forgot one thing. So, and here is some cilantro. All right, we got a lot of green on there. How does that look? Looking pretty good. All right, how are we looking here? Looks pretty good. Looking solid, right? Like a big old plate of taquitos. All right, let me put all this away, and I'm going to bring my steaks in here. The steaks are going to need to rest for a moment or two. Like I said, my charcoal not hitting the temp that I wanted it to. I'm not blaming the charcoal. It's my fault, really. But yeah, I had a blow dryer on the charcoal earlier trying to get it hot. All right. Look at that. Now, I don't really need to temp them because I already know that I'm over the temp that I want to be at. Right. What's that? There you go. All right. So we got these beautiful flat iron steaks here. We're going to have to let them rest. Usually I like to let them rest for about as they cooked, but I don't have that kind of time today. So today we are going to have a few minutes of my time here. So let me move this without messing up my camera. All right, I think we got it here. All right. And we're back, everybody. That works out pretty well. Gonna get these corn ribs. Okay, grab my water here. So this is not the same kind of Kool-Aid as you drink, but it's still Kool-Aid. Robbie has a special kind of Kool-Aid. And since he can't hear me right now, I'm going to get to make fun of him for it. All right, so let me move this off to the side here. And let's go ahead and get our plate going while we let those steaks rest for not the ample amount of time, but we're going to let them rest for the amount of time that we can. All right, so now I got my cilantro lime rice. So let's make it look nice and pretty on our plate. So, yeah, just put that in there. That's about a cup. There we go. And how pretty does that look? This isn't my, I am not a chef. I've never been trained. I just always see something that other people do, and it always looks cool. So then I try to try it there. So let's go ahead and let's take a couple of these little corn ribs here and put them on our plate. Hold on. First off, let me show you guys. You know what? Here, I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to put that one right there. Oh, look at this. I'm going to show you guys these corn ribs. How good did that look? Look at that. See what I mean? Right there. Now, if you go to the front camera, if you could see me in the front, there you go. Now, you just eat these just like you would corn on the cob. Just like that. God, these are so good. You can eat a dozen of these. You could eat 3 dozen of these, however many you want. That looks like that's pretty good for right now. And then let's go ahead and we'll plate our steak in a moment. Oh, my rice fell. There we go. Fix it. Fixed it. How does that plate look so far? All right. So I'm going to move this out of our way. And let's cut up this steak. All right. Yes, I would like to have it rest a little bit longer, but not today. Not today. So let me sharpen my knife. Something that I need, if you guys let me know in the comments, if you have a knife sharpener, let me know what knife sharpener you have, because that's something I need to look into. Alrighty. And sharp. Oh yeah, we're sharp. All right. So I'm going to move this one off because it's going to be probably the bigger of the two. Let's line this up here. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this. I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to flip it up just like that. How's that looking? All right. And then let's go ahead. Cut us a strip off just so we can see it. Now, this is a flat iron steak. It hasn't rested as long as I want it to. And it was about 140 degrees. Dude, it is so good. These make great tacos. They make great steaks. They make great carne asada. Whatever the hell you want. So I'm going to slice me off some chunks here. Probably cut this one in half. Like I said, this is not rested as much, so it's not going to be as pink as I want it to be, but it's definitely going to have the juiciness and the color of what I want. So didn't exactly miss the cook, but I didn't execute a perfect cook. Let's see here. Let's spread my steak out. We're getting the presentation going here. Let me get another slice right out of the middle. It's definitely not going to be enough. There we go. Alrighty. Well, everybody, I'm going to get down on the steak here. Feel free to execute this any way that you would like. This is just a flat iron steak here with some elote corn ribs and then some cilantro lime and some cilantro lime rice. So let's go ahead and let's take a nice little peek at my plate here. 4-star restaurant, not a 5, not a 5, not a 5. It's definitely going to have to be 4-star today. But you guys can see here what we got. We got the cilantro lime rice. We got the cilantro lime rice, the elote corn ribs, and the oh shoot, the flat iron steak here. You can see that flat iron steak. It's so tender. Damn. Yeah, exactly. Make love to your meat, everybody. I'm going to get into one of these corn ribs again. Whoops, missed that. Let's get into cilantro lime rice because this rice is fantastic. Making burritos, burrito bowls, anything like that. This is great. But anyways, everybody, I'm TD. It's TD's Brew and Barbecue. Thanks for watching. Make love to your meat, everybody.